everybody. We are joined by Xipto, who are coming off of their match against Ninetails. For those of you joining us remotely, please use the Zoom hand raise function, and then we'll call on you. We'll begin with Sophia's questions, which were left in the chat. So capriciouS, this first question is going to come to you.
Mm-hmm.
You know Ninetails well from VCT Pacific and even defeated them twice on your way to winning the last stage. What do you think was different today that led to this elimination?
I mean, lack of practice, I think. After the VCT Pacific, GC Pacific in a month ago, we probably just practiced for like 5 to 10 times max. That's it. Because of Super Typhoon, because of visas and everything. And to be honest, I don't think we deserve to win at all. Because I feel like we didn't try at all. Before coming here, we didn't give our best playing today and last time. So even if we won against them last time, I don't think we deserve to win today. Thank you.
Thank you. This next question is going to go to Grams, and it also comes from Sophia. After seeing you pop off on Yoru earlier, we then saw you switch to Omen. What was the reasoning behind that pick on the last map? It's for Grams.
Yeah. Can I answer for her?
Go ahead.
It's comps are usually decided first off by the coaching staff and then together with the team. So it's just the comp we selected. It's not particularly for any agent or something like that, but it's what suits the team according to us. And yeah, it didn't work out today. But
thank you. We'll move to the remote questions now. Island, would you like to lead off?
Yo, Nerdscast here, independent freelance esports commentator from the United States. First of all, commiserations on the loss. You guys had some really interesting, GC Sheriff always comes out rounds right after some timeouts. So the question is going to go to Coach Say. And I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing that, Say. What were some of the stuff you were talking about with the team in those timeouts to get them? And how do you feel about those eco rounds that you guys managed to win out on Sheriffs?
What were we talking about in timeouts? I mean, it's like MJ said, I feel like we didn't really show our best. So most timeout calls were talking about how we can bring back our best. And honestly, the Thrifties are just because of how good they are. Like, we're able to get those shots off, and we're inconsistent from translating those Thrifties into like a bigger momentum streak. We did it on bind, but we couldn't do it on split after we got Thriftied in the first half. And it just comes down to us resetting, In Pacific, we reset really well, and we got the win. Today, we didn't reset. We didn't get the win. So it's not like the timeout resulted in the win. It's all the girls, really.
All right. Well, thank you. Commiserations on the loss as always, and appreciate it.
Thank you. We'll take the next question from Bobby from Easter Feeds. Bobby, if you can unmute your mic. Oh, he dropped the question in the chat. I'll ask it for him. This is going to QXQME. Back in Game Changers Pacific, you looked quite dominant against Ninetails, but here at Champions, it seems like you struggled a bit more. Do you think that's because you're playing on Ninetails' home ground, or is there another factor that made this match more difficult?
Sorry, I'm just going to answer for it's exactly like we said before. It's just we feel like we didn't prac enough and we're not able to show our best because of that. And it's like didn't prac enough is the easy way to say it. But to be honest, our last month has been insanely chaotic. I have visa delays as well. And it's just not been the right setup for us leading into this home ground, like you said, where we've got like many cheering against us. But I don't want to use that as an excuse. Like, the fact is we just couldn't show our best.
Thank you. We'll go next to Pedro Romero.
Hey guys, quick mic check. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Right. Perfect. Pedro Romero, independent journalist. Commiserations on this loss to Ninetails, and seeing your run in this competition go on to an end. Despite this tournament elimination early on, I hope that this doesn't take away the journey and the season you guys had to get to this point, being the first seed in Pacific, and not only that, just being yet another the second iteration of the Xipto organization, and then being able to make GCC with not having plenty of expectations in this season. So what I want to ask for anyone who can answer is, what will you remember most about this season and just competing with your fellow teammates, your fellow coaches, and just being able to be united as a group? What will be the one memory that will stick out to you in that regard?
I think I'll just answer for the team. Honestly, we're all really frustrated right now, and I think we're all really driven competitors. So, as much as we want to only remember the positives, the fact is we're going to remember the entire year. They worked really hard to get the win in Pacific, and we wanted to show that hard work coming through in champs as well. I know you said the expectation wasn't for us to make champs, but for us and for them, especially from the start of the year, it was always to not just make champs, but make a splash in champs and to do well and to carry the momentum into next year. So I feel like to a certain extent, maybe the public's expectations were lower, but our expectations were much higher. And like, obviously, we're going to remember the journey. Like, I love them. I really like working with them, and I'm not going to forget that. But I don't think any of us is going to forget the losses either. So.
Thank you. We'll take the next question from in the room.
As players, this was your first international event. There's so many things to be proud of in that accomplishment alone. What is one lesson you'll be taking away from this event?
Sorry?
They asked what is like the one thing you'll take away from Korea as your first international event.
Don't cry in front of the camera.
Can you hear me? Hello? One thing I'll take away from Korea is I think next time we'll prepare more before coming here. Not in a way that we couldn't practice as a team, but maybe we could have done more as an individual, like grind more or something. Yeah, I think we could have done that.
My question is to whoever wants to answer. So basically, I think that compared to your time in GC Pacific and here, you've made some comp changes and stuff. So I just wanted to ask your opinion about Veto, and if compared to like the deadlock that you guys used to run and how you run Veto on a lot of maps now, do you think that made a difference? And just why you decided to put him in play, because I think you're one of the first teams to really like use him, and just your thoughts about it. Whoever wants to go for it.
You first, I'll go second. Okay, thoughts on Veto. He's good. He's probably one of the most balanced agents I've seen come out in the past few years. I don't think he's broken or anything, but for us, it's always about like showing off our strengths rather than fitting the meta, and therefore Veto was like a no-brainer for us considering the time we had. However, the no-brainer was right after Pacific, and then the typhoon happened. So the no-brainer became a bit of a hard one. And I think as for the meta, like personally, I really don't feel there is a meta. I think there are comps that beat comps, and there are other comps that beat other comps. So it just comes down to what you as a coach or you as a team can help your players play the best, how we enable each other, and how we bring out our strengths and cover up our weaknesses. So I think, yeah, I mean, for us, we're always going to innovate. We're never going to like take a step back and wait.
Thank you. I believe this was the final question. Oh, no, we did have a couple more come in. Mark, we'll go to you next.
Hi, girls. Commiserations on the loss once again. Also, You guys have been mentioning about the super typhoon. Just for context for everyone, we were hit with two major typhoons in the Philippines for the past month. Could you tell us about the situation, like how you guys were affected by the typhoon? Were you boot camp? Where were you boot camping during the time, or were you in separate places during the time, especially for the Filipino players?
The situation was Grams couldn't come to practice for like 1 to 2 weeks, I think, because she's from Bacolod and their province was flooded. Sorry. Sorry. Their province was flooded. Mali ba? Their, ano ba? Has been flooded, sorry. Ay. Sorry. So yeah, we didn't practice for 1 to 2 weeks, right? So when she came, they evacuated to some to a place to a safe place. But when she got home, like we still waited for like 1 to 2 days because they still had no electricity. Yeah, so she had to play at computer cafe and all. Yep.
Also, just for follow up, where were the rest of the? Where were you guys? For the rest of the players, where were you guys at the time during the typhoon? And just also for context again, uh, uh, Graham's province was one of the first major hit provinces during the first typhoon, and because of the second typhoon, it was more in the Luzon area. So again, just to reiterate the question to the rest of the uh, Xipto players, and where were you during the time, and how were you guys during those times during the past two storms?
Nothing. We weren't doing anything.
We were not boot camping, if that's what you're asking. We were all in our personal homes or whatsoever. Like, because of the visa process, we had to be in our respective countries to make sure we get it. So we were not boot camping. We were separate. A few of them are in Manila. Lian is in Bacolod. And of course, Benz was at home in Thailand, and myself in London. So.
Again, commiserations on the loss, and hope you guys come back stronger next year.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. We'll go next to Enrique. He posted the question in the chat. XC here for esports.gg. Feel free to answer in Filipino. For capriciouS, what about the team's performance surprised you this tournament? Was there anything particular you or your teammates did that you'll be proud of?
In jumps?
Yes, and you can answer in Tagalog.
Can you ask again?
What about the team's performance surprised you this tournament? Was there anything particular you or your teammates did you'll be proud of?
I think one thing I'd be proud of is we still tried to play and tried to win, even though it was really tough for us because of nervousness and everything. So I'm really proud to say that we just didn't give up. Yeah.
Thank you. We'll go next to Shalila from Parlin Esports.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes.
Hi, everyone. My question is for capriciouS. Congrats for your first champions. What's your feelings about that?
Sorry, what's your feeling?
Feelings about that for your first champions. What's your feeling?
My first jumps experience made me realize that how hard it is to play under pressure. So we were excited, even though we didn't prepare that much. We were really excited to play here. And to be honest, this is a really nice experience for us because we get to see a lot of people supporting the enemy and us. Yeah, I'm just really happy to experience this. This is such a rare experience.
Thank you, GG girls.
Thank you.
Thank you. And we'll take the last question from Pedro Romero. Pedro, I think your mic is muted. Oh, no question. It's a legacy hand. Xipto, thank you so much for taking the time to speak with us, and we'll hope to see you again in the next year.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.